Imagine if you had an identical twin. Hey, what's going on? I was speaking theoretically, but now that you're here, imagine if we had to wrestle for the Section 2 championship. I'd probably win, but this made-up scenario became a reality for a pair of Queensberry seniors. Hey, what's up, JT? We are excited for our game of the week, and that's because I love some high-powered offenses, and that's exactly what we have in store tonight. Last week, I was at Shaker, where that offense was averaging 60 points per game.
Whose idea was this?
I think yours.
Talk about the season you guys are having so far, though. 9-1. I'm sure that's got to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's we've gotten off to a good start so far.
All right, settle it down. We're having a Hawaii theme night going on here, and these guys have been waiting 2 years for a rematch with Shenendehowa from that playoff game you mentioned, Brittany. It's Thursday, but we're flexing like it's Friday. The Bethlehem girls lacrosse team has been showing off its muscles all spring, and if you can read it, it says Roll Tide on the biceps and forearms of some of the girls. Caroline Wise says she doesn't know how Roll Tide got started in Del Mar, but she knows it has something to do with Alabama. Oh, we're getting ready, Greg, and check out this view. It is absolutely beautiful up here in Stillwater. It really has a fall feel for upstate New York football, and really, this is what high school football is all about, a heated rivalry between two schools separated by just a few miles. Good evening, I'm Chet Davis filling in for Emily DeFisciani. We begin tonight with team coverage as the nation grieves after a weekend of mass shootings. Patrick Crusius is accused of killing 20 people and injuring 24 in El Paso, Texas, and in Dayton, Ohio. There was a minute of sheer terror when Connor Betts fired a dozen shots, killing 9 people and injuring 27 others. But first, we begin tonight with a weather alert. After a week of mostly mild temperatures, snow is on the way tonight. Let's get right over to meteorologist Craig Adams. How much snow are we in for, Craig?
No one wants to hear the C word.
No, the C word, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly how I described it. It's the C word, and the C word is a devastating word that I don't think anybody would want to hear in any terms.
How did you react?
Crying.
Yeah.
New at 6:30, Schenectady home buyers are getting their first look at how the city may help them pay for a new home. Today was the first open house for vacant homes under the city's new Home Buyers Assistance Program. CBS 6's Steve Majiri got a look at some of these houses, and he joins us live in studio. Steve, this must ease some of the stress of buying and selling a home. We begin tonight with the latest on the government shutdown. This is a look at a closed Ellis Island in New York City, eerily devoid of people on a Saturday afternoon. Hundreds of other national parks across the country also shuttered, a direct result of the shutdown. Only on 6 tonight, a follow-up to a story you heard here first. About a year and a half ago, this ophthalmologist's office in Albany was the site of a traumatic event when staff there says an armed man came inside, demanded money, and attacked the office's doctors. We've now learned the man police arrested for the crime was found not guilty in court this week. Lindsay DeLucia is live in studio tonight. Lindsay, you spoke with doctors today who say they're shocked at the verdict. After snow earlier in the week, the capital region enjoyed a relatively warm day today. Coming up next, meteorologist Craig Adams says if we're in for more of the same tomorrow. What are Gronkowski's known for? Scoring touchdowns, partying pretty hard, and of course, spiking footballs. You can add horse racing to that list.
CBS 6's Chet Davis is on the scene for us. And Chet, how's it looking there? Oh, I was going to ask you behind the wheel, but I can see you are indeed ready to take off.
Oh, yeah, I'm hanging out right now in a 1957 Thunderbird, one of the older cars here on display, and this is a new thing. I'm a fantastic singer, at least I like to think I am. So you're going to judge me real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. What do you think?
I think
Am I going to get the prize money tomorrow?
1 to 10? I don't know. We've got some really good contestants for tomorrow. So it was a good try.
I get a good try for that. When it's Bark at the Park night at the Joe, all kinds of puppies are in attendance, from twins to terriers, from Yankee fans to Met fans, from tired poodles to tiny pooches, and of course, some Rottweiler kisses. I'm gonna need to clean my camera lens after that one. Oh, more kisses. This is a celebrity canine. His owner is the former host of the Upstate Sports Edge, Kelly O'Donnell. Now for the felines. The Valley Cats are hosting Aberdeen. The Ironbirds take flight early.
The Albany Firebirds were the hottest ticket in town during the 90s. The perennial playoff team won the AFL's Eastern Division in 1998, sparking championship hopes for the Capital Region. But the Firebirds fizzled out, losing in the first round of the playoffs. As Chet Davis reports, Albany seized its chance to take care of unfinished business the following season.
We always thought it was our year.
But 1999 was different for the Albany Firebirds.
All the stars aligned perfectly. We had the right people, the right coaching, support staff, down to the trainers, down to the equipment guy.
After an 11-3 regular season, the Birds soared through the playoffs, earning their first Arena Bowl appearance in franchise history.
The city, and especially those people who were invested right from the start of the franchise, were really fired up. And the idea that the championship was going through our building and the fact that ABC was coming to broadcast live from downtown Albany was a pretty big deal.
It feels great. Look at the hand. What's that? What's that say? We're going to the bowl, baby.
Arena Bowl 13, Albany versus Orlando. The Pepsi Center was filled to the brim.
It was intense. And with every move, every touchdown, every sack, it was electrifying.
I could see it still to this day. I could see this day. I look around, I could see the faces. You know, it was on fire.
And so was touchdown Eddie Brown.
I mean, it was a nightmare. He was, one of the best to ever play. Nobody completely stopped him. I mean, you're talking about, as good a receiver as ever played the game.
With 3 touchdowns to his name, Brown had helped Albany build a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter. With under a minute to play, Eddie's final touchdown sealed the victory.
Touchdown, Eddie Brown.
That might have been the most spectacular day and night I've ever spent here in Albany. The place was just electric. Everybody was screaming and yelling, we won.
Down on the ground crying, and I come up to my feet, and the entire arena is on the floor. It was crazy. It was mayhem, confetti. One of the best memories I ever had in my life.
Lighting a cigar, here we go. Having a little champagne just felt right in the moment.
The championship to the city of Albany. It's not just the Albany Firebird Championship. It's the city of Albany. We are world champions.
The place is still going crazy, and the party lasted well into the night.
No one realized the party would end sooner than expected.
Hockey is a way of life for Union's Jack Adams and his family.
There you can see Jack in his Dutchman uniform older brother Mark, a national champion at Providence and was drafted by the Buffalo Sabres.
Even after Mark's career ended, the brothers still trained together on the ice. It was a relationship that ended far too soon.
It's horrifying. It's a nightmare that you can't wake up from.
The nightmare for Jack Adams started on September 18th when his older brother Mark unexpectedly passed away.
We trained together, we worked out together, everything together, so I mean.
Head coach Rick Bennett had to deliver the news.
If someone could show me the handbook on a family tragedy, I certainly like to see it, but there isn't.
After spending a week at home, Adams had lost 15 pounds. The recipe for his recovery, a return to Mesa Rink.
Being at the rink's probably my safe spot of the day. Being in my dorm and classroom, it's tough, but get these few hours with the guys to work out and to skate where I really clear my mind, and that's what helped me the most personally.
Just 19 days after losing his brother, Adams was on the ice for Union's season opener. With the Dutchman leading 2-0, Jack experienced a moment of joy.
It was one of the best moments I had a chance to be a part of on the bench.
Score that goal and come over and hug me, it still gives me chills thinking about it today.
What did you say to him in that moment when he gave you that hug?
I just told him I love him. It's plain and simple.
That was emotional for both of us because we're both so close, and he's like a brother to me also.
Jack's goal and his brother Mark's story have gone viral throughout the hockey community.
It's been insane, but that kind of talked with the kind of person my brother was, with the impact he made on people and the legacy he has and will continue to have, so that was really special for my family.
Adams says the grieving hasn't gotten any easier, but he'll keep living for his brother. Chet Davis, CBS 6 Sports.